Thank you for joining us for another USI Tech Talk. Today we're going to be talking about Efusing, and we're going to be doing a demo on a active air leak. Today it's going to be Nick Cliff and Bobby Clemens who are presenting. Both are experts in composite repairs, and I'm going to switch over to them and we'll get kicked off here.
Great. All right. Good morning. Thanks for joining us here on another USI Tech Talk. Today we're going to be working with a live air leak system. Many of you have pneumatic systems throughout your facilities, and this is going to be a great practical application to get you through that shift so you guys can put this on your schedule to repair over the weekend. We're going to go right into some of the products that we're using. I'll talk a little bit about some of the technical data. Bobby's going to showcase some of the stuff, and then we're going to get right into wrapping this pipe again. So first and foremost, what we're going to start with is our 900 putty. Universal cleaner is where we're going to actually start. It comes in a gallon or the pint size that you're going to see here that we're going to use. You're going to use that to do your surface prep, clean the pipe as best you can, get the oil and grease off of the surface. You're then going to come in with the 900 putty. This is great because you can use it to fit around flanges, T-joints, anywhere there's a small hairline crack. This stuff works really well. The next product we're going to use, which we're going to demonstrate today, is going to be their 140 Efusing tape. This is going to be a 1-inch wide strip at 40 mils thick, offers 16,000 volts of dielectric strength per layer, and you're going to see that throughout this entire product line here today. The 220 is going to be your 2-inch wide by 20 mils thick. This is great for electric motor leads, pigtail connections, anywhere where you're going to need that rigorous protection. And then you can come into the 330 for those larger applications or larger pipe that you run into where you're going to need that tight seal. That's going to be a 3-inch wide by 30 mil thick product on that. What's different about these products and what makes them unique is their temperature range of effective use. It works in a temperature range all the way down to -65, all the way up to 450 degrees Fahrenheit. So a real versatile range of options there for practical applications. This line is live now. It's hooked up to an air compressor down here. We've run it at about 60 PSI for safety's sake here inside the shop. Bobby's going to go ahead and cut this right now and show you that we do have a live leak going. It might get a little loud.
Am I your ears?
The paper fluttering. We got a nice live leak going here. For purposes of doing some demonstration, we're going to cut the air off, let the compressor fill back up, and as that fills up, we're going to start this repair. So we're going to go ahead and use some universal cleaner. Sticky residue. There is no sticky residue that's been left from this tape. As you can see, while Bobby gets the cleaner ready to go, I'll bring this tape up here for the camera. You can see the repair that was on there was all one velvet layer. Everything just kind of folds into itself with no sticky left. Bobby's hitting this with our universal cleaner right now. This will remove any prior contaminants, finger oil, grease, dust, whatever it may be. Very rapid dry, so you're not going to be sitting around waiting on this. Our next step is going to be to break off a piece of this putty, and we're going to stretch it out a little bit. And the idea here with the putty is to wrap this entirely around the circumference of the area that needs to be repaired, focusing right over the area that's damaged. Out here. Putty. Okay, perfect. He's got that around there now. Securing that nice and tight over the hole. Great. The next step is going to be to get your strips ready for application. So on the Efusing 140 tape, you're going to cut an 18-inch wide or 18-inch long strip. It comes with a plastic backing. Simply remove the plastic backing. Bobby's going to go ahead and explain what he does here next.
So for the first revolution, I'm going to go just minimum tension on the actual wrap. And then once I get through, I'm going to pull it about 300%. So you should see the red line in the middle start to break apart and have some gaps in it because you're stretching it so tight, putting a lot of tension while you wrap. And you're going straight over it this entire 18 inches, right over where that hole or leak was.
Notice how he's not going up and down the pipe at all yet. That's gonna be where strip number 2 comes into play. And as he gets closer to the end here, you're gonna see that he's gonna start loosening up his tension with the last inch of the wrap. You just wanna lay that down so it has something to stick to. Too much tension and it's not gonna allow it to stick. And here is wrap number 2, pre-cut, 18 inches.
Half inch.
Correct. You're gonna start a half inch outside of the damaged area. It's nice because the red line on there is gonna help you if you're using the 1-inch tape. And you're gonna do a 100% overlap on that first pull. Again, very light on your tension, just picking up the slack. After that, you're gonna do a 50% overlap following the red guideline all the way around. Again, stretching the tape to 200 to 300% elongation throughout the entire process to create that fusion of each layer of that tape as it goes around the repair area. You'll notice how Bobby doesn't have to go up and down the pipe 6 inches on either side right now. He's gonna find great success with just going over that half-inch work area. And then you'll finish the tape off with your last inch, again, loosening up all tension. And what we're gonna do at this point is we're gonna try and put some air on this right now and see if this holds the leak. If it does, we're in good shape. If not, we refer back to our application specification and the states go back and repeat steps 4 and 5, which would be to cut another strip and apply it at the time or the need.
Which we may very well need, but this will be a good showing of it.
Yeah. All right, where are we at on the pressure there, Bobby? I think we're just under 60 is what I'm showing here. Go ahead and crank it up a little bit.
All right, getting to 70.
Yep, now we're showing 80 on the thermometer over here, on the gauge over here.
Seeing the same here.
So that was it. We were able to get that done with just the 2 plies on the wrap with the putty. If you don't have the putty handy, you may end up needing a few more wraps. It's all about what the circumstances are calling for at the time, but that was a great repair. That worked out fantastic. Excellent work, Bobby. So are there any questions from anybody in the crowd at this time in regards to how to do the repair, how to apply the material, any maximum pressure questions?
1 second, I'm gonna open up mics for everybody.
Perfect. Thank you, Chris.
Jason, go ahead and unmute yourself.
Yeah, what is the max PSI to be able to use that product?
Great question. You want to take that, Bobby?
Yeah, so the max is 100 PSI for this product, and I would say, you know, it's safest probably 99 and under. Once you hit 100, that's when, you know, you'll start to maybe hear a little squeal, or you may see some failure. But
imagine the sound you'll hear is the biggest balloon you've ever heard of letting all the air out rapidly. It's very high pitched and extremely loud. So you'll notice when it fails right away. And that's your maximum operating there. The tech data sheets will show tear strength of 100 PSI. So as Bobby mentioned, 99 and below is your safe zone to be in. And what other questions are out there right now?
thank you, Jason. Chris.
I apologize tonight. I had to look away for a second, and you may have already covered this. If your first couple wraps don't seem to hold back the repair, what's your next step?
Great question. We did touch on it, but it's fine to go over again. If there was to be if the 2 strips weren't going to be enough, and you hear that leaking, or you're having failure, you would just simply take a 3rd strip. And we're going to start
Half inch
outside, just like we did on the last one, with 100% minimum tension, just to get that to stick. And then I'm gonna be pulling it very tight, about 250, 300% tension, getting that red line breaking apart. And I'm gonna wrap it again until it's all the way out. And at that point, and depending on how big the leak is, you could need another strip, but I can already tell that this one is very much locked in and not going anywhere for a long time.
And you've got two systems at work there. You've got the putty, and then you've got the efusing tape over the top of that. And the putty has fused into the tape at this point, and it is one solid layer, as is the tape. And what's really nice about this is if you make an oops, you just cut it right off. There's no sticky residue. You don't have to re-clean the pipe. Just give it a shot again.
And looks like we got another question from Stephanie. You want to go ahead?
Yes. What other applications can this product be used for?
You can use it on water leaks. You can use it on fuel line leaks. You can use it on air leaks, gas. There's different applications there. The electric motor leads is a good one where you have two connecting points and you want to wrap that because of the dielectric strength. Works really well in an electrician's toolbox.
Yep.
Can just replace electrical tape all the way together.
High temperature.
It works really great in high temperature applications as well because it's got that -65 all the way up to 450 degree Fahrenheit range. Those are a few of the applications that are coming to mind right now. Did you have anything specific you were thinking of?
Nope, I was just curious. Thank you.
Oh, yeah, no worries.
Any other questions from the audience? All right, looks like we don't have any other questions.
Cool.
You guys have anything to say to close?
Thank you guys for joining us. If you ever need anything, we're always here, happy to help.
Yeah, abrasion, erosion, corrosion, chemical attack, reach out, let us know how we can help. Appreciate your time.
Thank you for joining, everybody, and have a great day.